Lona, I'm David Mumbao.
David Mumbao.
Yes.
Where do you work, David?
Lona, I'm a government analyst. I work with the government analyst in Mombasa.
How long have you worked as a government analyst?
Lona, I've been a government chemist for the last 13 years.
Just briefly take us through your academic qualifications that enabled you to become. Who was it addressed to?
It was addressed to our head of government chemist.
Yes.
17. Dated 17th April, year 2023.
Yes.
From the Directorate of Criminal Investigation for the request of government chemist experts.
And what was it requesting from the government chemist to do?
To attend autopsy, documentation, and sample collection.
To attend?
Autopsy,
yes.
Documentation, and sample collection.
Autopsy, documentation, and sample collection.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. And you said the letter was from the Directorate of Criminal Investigation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we would wish to mark the same letter. Sorry? Okay. As MFI 320. Now, pursuant to this letter,
was transmitted to government chemist Mombasa. And a team from government chemist was selected and sent to Shakahola.
a team from government chemist was selected to proceed. Do you know the names of the persons who attended?
The first team we were three of us.
You were three of you. So you were part of that team?
Part of the three personnel.
All right.
Yes, myself, David Mumbao,
Yes.
Francis Zell, and George Nzai.
All right. Upon that letter and you proceeding to the scene, did you receive any documentation from the Directorate of Criminal Investigation?
Mona, we attended the scene and we collected the exhibits
Yes.
from the scene, the sample, together with human specimens. The first one was soil sample first.
Yes. So let's get first of all that one very clear. When you went to the scene, you said from the initial letter you were supposed to collect soil samples?
Soil samples first.
Soil samples first.
Basically soil samples.
All right.
Yes.
So just take us through. When you went there, you collected soil samples?
Collected soil samples.
Yes.
Because the process itself, it was for several days.
Yes.
So we kept on collecting samples and take them to Malindi District Hospital.
Yes.
For storage until the first one was over, and then we transmitted the same exhibits, that was the soil samples, to our department, government chemist Mombasa.
Yes.
Then later on, the DCI now prepared a memo, the same effect, and submitted to our office.
So upon collection of the soil samples, then an exhibit memo was prepared.
Later.
Do you have the exhibit memo form with you?
Yes, it is here. The one dated 14th August 2023, and it was received at the offices, government chemist Mombasa, on 15th August 2023.
Come again, the exhibit memo is dated?
It was prepared by
Yes.
CI Chief Inspector Raphael Wanjohi on 14th August 2023,
Yes.
and it was officially received at government chemist Mombasa on 15th August 2023, stamped on that day.
Now, if you look at to be ascertained in that exhibit memo form, particularly the one you have,
Your Honor, it was designed to ascertain whether for toxicological analysis of the soil samples that was recovered during exhumation from phase 1 to phase 4. As per the table of soil sample collected, is attached here.
so the said exhibit memo that we are referring to was to ascertain the toxicology report on the soil samples for the 4 phases that was conducted.
Yes, five. Phase 1
For the 5 phases, sorry, that was conducted.
Yes.
Upon receipt of this document, you said you had collected some samples.
Yes.
Where were these samples being collected from?
From Shakahola for the grapes.
From Shakahola, from the graves.
Yes.
So how many soil samples did you possibly collect for the purposes of this exercise?
We collected 301
301
soil samples. Yes, 301 soil samples.
Okay. And in your examination to ascertain the toxicology in the soil samples, what procedure did you do? Did you go through the 301 soil samples?
The 301 samples were quite a lot to our side. So basically there is a procedure we call sampling. It's a scientific technique and it is allowed in science. So we basically did sampling out of the 301, that is 10%. So it is roughly 30 of the 301 samples were analyzed. And out of the 30 samples that were analyzed,
Yes, the coach is recording. So you said out of the 301 samples, you did not sample all the soil samples.
we did
You did random sampling.
Yes,
Which percentage?
of 10% of the
10%. So that's roughly 30 samples.
30 samples.
If you can therefore acceptable in science.
Yes, you are.
Okay. So then what happened?
So you wanna, after doing the random sampling, we extracted now 30 samples purposely for analysis. We have our standard operating procedure in the lab to extract a sample. So we follow the procedure, extracted the 30 samples, and then we use the machine that is our test method, gas chromatography, mass spectroscopy, and we subjected. Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'm saying after sampling, the 30 samples were extracted as per the standard operating procedure that we normally use in the lab. Then now the 30 samples were the ones that were subjected to analysis. And Your Honor, we use a technique, it's called gas chromatography, mass spectroscopy. Then Your Honor, the results, the outcome of the 30 samples, we found no toxic substance in all the exhibits. No toxic substance was detected in all the exhibits that were analyzed.
So from the representative samples, there was no toxic substance.
Yes. So ascertaining that the 30 samples did not have any toxic substance, so it was a representative of the 301 samples. Your Honor, if we had found one out of the 30 which was positive, we would have run the 301 samples. But in this case, because the 30 samples representative of the 301 were negative, so there was no need, it's a scientific technique. So the 30 was a representative, meaning that the rest, the probability that there is no toxic substance in the rest of the samples.
So what you're trying to tell the court is if. So that is yourself.
That is Francis.
The other one is Francis, is it? And so this was the process that.
That is the process of exhumation.
And samples.
That is one of the motives.
Okay. That is all we needed to ascertain. Jonah, that would be all.
The soil samples that were collected, correct?
Both the soil samples and the items from the deceased people.
The items from the deceased persons. So from the soil samples, you are also looking for poison or toxic.
Toxic substance, Your Honor.
Okay. All composition to ascertain whether the body that was found matched with the soil around the person.
No.
Speak up.
No.
No. So you cannot say anything regarding an allegation that some bodies were transferred from elsewhere and buried there. You cannot say
I
anything.
cannot comment on that, Your Honor.
You cannot comment about that. The samples that you took from the bodies, have you given a summary in any of the reports that you have given to indicate it's negative of any toxins?
Your Honor, the outcome is a summary of the whole analysis, not on individual bodies. It's a summary of the paper we did on the 190 bodies.
I want you to take the exhibits that you have provided before the court, and I'll ask that question again because I feel like you have not responded to it. If the court can ascertain that body X, this is where it was found, the test was done, the toxicology comes out as negative. Do you have that?
Your Honor, this is a summary of the whole
Yes
analysis.
or no? Do you have
I
it?
do not have individual bodies, no, Your Honor.
So the court only takes your word that the toxicology was negative, correct?
Yes.
When is it dated?
Dated 2nd June the year 2023, and
Yes.
Your Honor received government payments on 5th June the year 2023.
And this is supposed to ascertain?
Your Honor, this is memo which shows identification and marking of samples from deceased people, a total of 190 bodies.
90. So these were samples now from the bodies, not
From
the
the
soil.
bodies.
From
Now,
the
this
bodies.
is not from the bodies. We managed to extract 8 samples from 190 bodies. There were more, but some were more decomposed. Such that the process of extraction of sample was impossible, so we were only able to extract 190 bodies.
190 bodies.
Yes, Your Honor. So
And what were you doing with the 190 bodies?
So the same postmortem process was done at Malindi District Hospital,
Yes.
and I was present in part of the phases. I was not involved because it was, I think, first and second phase
Yes.
of the extraction,
Yes.
and several bodies we were able to extract some exhibits from some of the bodies, and majorly some of the exhibits that were extracted is liver, stomach, kidney, and spleen. Mostly
Liver?
kidney,
Yes.
spleen, and stomach.
And what were you seeking to find in these bodies?
Your Honor, we were required to ascertain to analyze for toxic substance
Yes.
in the above items that were submitted.
And you said there were 190 bodies.
Yes.
Now, in making reference to the first analysis that you did, you said there were 301 samples, but you were not able to analyze all the 301. You did random sampling of 10%. In this particular procedure, was it any different or it was the same?
Your Honor, it was the same. Out of 100 bodies, each body approximately we extracted around 4 items for each body. So out of the 190, we took 10% of the bodies. That was around 20 bodies out of 190 bodies. So we did full toxicological analysis for the 20 bodies.
And after doing the toxicological analysis, what was your finding?
Your Honor, my findings, there was no toxic substance that was detected in all the samples that were analyzed.
So there was no toxicological substance that was...
No toxic substance.
There was no toxic substance?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you prepare a report to that effect?
Your Honor, I did prepare a report. I signed it.
When did you prepare the report?
I signed the report on 8th February, the year 2024.
8th February 2024.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just as I conclude, you said that the toxicology for the bodies was done in 4 phases.
Yes, Your Honor, it is 4 faces.
Okay.
Yes.
And each face there was a separate exhibit memo form.
Yes. No, there were only 2
There were
memos.
Yes.
Only 2 memos, Your Honor.
Right. And you'd wish to produce those as evidence before this court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, for purposes of the toxicology on the body samples, we would wish to mark the exhibit memo forms. Just a minute. Dated 28